Chapter, 'cause I know the break's coming.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock, and it is time for Core Fusion. So I'm happy to have you here. My name is Linda. We just spent 30 minutes doing a variety of work that really brings awareness to our core. There's so many different kinds of things we do that involve this very important element that you almost can't miss it if you even just move around. But we've got a little bit of work to do here today. Now, I have my mat set out. I also have a yoga block. If you have one available, that would be great. You can walk over and kind of grab that now. If you don't, what we're going to use this for, you'll be able to do everything that we use it for without the block itself. But it's time for us to begin. This 30 minutes goes very fast. I'm going to walk over and get my music started and come back, and we're actually going to sit on the floor to begin, or on the floor, our space to begin with. I will return in just a moment. So as we come down into our space, just sitting comfortably, rise up tall, and now take a nice side bend, reaching all the way over, and release. Let's come to the other side, shall we? So we're just going to let that body open up a little bit. And now let's come all the way over to the side one more time. A big extension and stretch. Release, roll to the other side. And as we come back around, take that leg behind you. It's the left leg. If you're kind of a directional person, we're going to sit tall and face that front leg and just fold. And then rise up and extend the spine. All right, here we go. And rise. We have but one more. So just one more big long extension. Pull all the way up. And now planting your right hand. Extend this leg tall and open up. And now sweeping back around. Come to the other side. So as we sit tall, we face that knee, we push and drop that head and breathe and then pull all the way up. We have just one more. Nice long reach. And now as we sit and extend that spine for just a moment, make that adjustment to the back leg and sweep all the way up and just let yourself melt into this place. And now coming back to our center, here we are. We are going to come up, spread those legs, and we take a nice twist. So I'm going to sit a little farther back. I'm kind of disappearing in the scene, I think. All right, here we go. We're going to reach and fold over and come back to center. Just take that twist. Now I want you to get that nice rotation. Let that little finger find its way right to the heel. Twist, fold, rise up tall, turn to the middle, come to the other side, fold all the way over, and rise up. Let's do 4 more. So we're moving kind of quickly. And that's intentional. Let's turn and lift. We have 2 more. And here's our last one. And as we rise up tall, pull those feet forward for me. Sitting in our staff pose, we're going to settle into the sit bones from up the belly. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Maybe flex the feet. Good. And now everybody, plant those feet. We begin by coming onto our forearms. We extend our legs high. We open the chest so we're not shrugging into the shoulders. And now bend those knees into a nice 90-degree angle. I want you to extend 1 to 1. At any time this feels uncomfortable, know that you can drop all the way down to the floor. Let's do 2 more. And now just hold one leg out long. And kind of elevate and open that heart a bit. Change sides. So we have that nice pause. All right, just looking good. Let's do that once more on each side. We have almost feel, let's change it one more time, a bracing effect right through the belly. Good, and now everybody push straight out, tuck back in. If I were lying on the floor, I would just be extending, or if you need to, dropping the knees. This is a wonderful place to be. Sometimes our path to the work is a little different. We get to paint our own picture, splash our own color onto the canvas. Now everybody sit tall. Good. Oh, let's drop back, and now I invite you, if you would like, to open the arms nice and wide, okay? So I've got this big wingspan. As I lie back, I look like this. I'm going to continue facing to the side so you can kind of see where we're going. We are going to extend our arms nice and wide, extend the legs. The hands, our hands, they slide. We slide the palms of the hands and we lift tall. And then we tuck our feet and just sit them down. I want you to extend the feet. Slide up. Plant those feet and slide back. Let's extend our legs. We have another 2 of these. So these are not easy by any means. It's just, think of this as a bow pose that should feel really easy, but it doesn't, because we're pulling ourselves into place. Let's slide up, lift tall. Good. Can we stay here a moment longer? I think we can. And now bend those knees and sit tall. Good. Now, the last thing we are going to do before we make a big change, we lie back. We spread our arms, and all we're going to do, it's like making a snow angel, if you think about it that way. We slide those hands, we sit all the way up. We slightly cup the belly, we roll back. So just let those arms float into place, sit up tall. Good. And drop all the way back. Pulling all the way up. Drop back. We just have a few more of these. Now, every time we slide our way up to the top, we pause here and elongate that spine. It's our last one, coming all the way up. And releasing. Pull those knees into the belly. Maybe rock side to side. Give the spine a little massage. And now, crossing our legs perhaps, we just rock up into a sitting position. And we're going to be swinging or flipping our legs around into a tabletop. Now, this first tabletop, it is a tabletop on our hands, all right? So we are going to be moving from perfect tabletop to a full plank. Come into position, and now we walk out and we hold. We walk in and hold. Just take your step out and back in, and you are welcome to alternate the leg that starts the movement. Nice long extension, nice solid plank. We go back, we hold, we pull back in. Let's do one more. Now that gaze should be forward facing. Excellent, everybody sit back. And just sit maybe on the tops of your feet for a moment. There we are. Now, we're going to do that again. We're just going to change it slightly. We're going to add another element and we're going to layer that in. So you start in your tabletop and now step back and back, forward and forward. Crouch back. Come forward. Crouch back. Come forward. Let's do one more. So that is very movement oriented. Now those feet are going to have to pull back in again. Let's extend one side and pull it in. And now you may have to adjust those feet, but I am looking for a crouch back and a shift to your plank. And you just move softly with breath. Let's do one more. And now sit back and release and sit tall. Our next journey is back to that tabletop. Always, rotate your wrists if you need a little stress relief there. So our tabletop is right here. And now we move a little faster. We walk out, we come back in, we alternate our sides. One to one. Good. Last two. Last one. Time to sit back and release. All right. Time to come to down dog, everybody. Kick it back. And now our last shift is going to be more of a pike. We come forward, we pike, and think about that pike as a movement that pulls the navel to the spine. Let's do one more. Shift it forward and bring it back. As we come down and around to our sides, we're going to come into some side planks. Yeah, a little bit of a change coming along here. Now, there are many ways to approach a side plank. One of them is to bend the bottom leg and trail the top leg over it. We're all going to start here. So I want this nice solid elevation of the body right here. Hands come behind the head. And the first thing we do is we just do a little lift. I'd like 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to pull knee to elbow. We pull and release. We have 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And here is 1. Let that drop. Unwinding those legs, dropping onto the forearms. This is a simple leg extension. Now we can start with one leg. We can go up and we can go down. So certainly bring that into play. Your hand can come behind the head and that knee can pull in towards it. Good. Now, let's add both legs. If you're going to add both legs, I want you to take the opportunity to roll back so you're on kind of the fleshy part of your body. We don't want to be bone on bone, do we? No. So it's that nice long extension. I usually release my hand and lift tall and high. Now let's lift and hold. Hold. Let that leg fall. And one leg, if you can't manage two, let's do one more. And dropping it down. We just turn around, we turn over. So, top leg is long, it's trailing the other. We lift up. All right, hands behind the head. Pull. I want 4. Now you notice I'm tapping my toe, and that's a nice option. 2 and 1. Now I need a little tiny lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There it is, and dropping down. That was pretty simple. Let's add those leg lifts in, shall we? Now remember, you're going to roll a little bit over onto the meaty part of your body. Start with one leg. Just pull in and out. We have 2 more. And now everybody, we lift up. If you need support, this back hand, it rests. So it rests on the floor behind us. Otherwise, release it. Good. Try to stay elevated so we're not collapsing into the shoulder. And remember that one leg is just fine. We have one more. Now we lift and hold. We hold. Let it go. Squeeze high. Two more times. It's our last one. Let it go, everybody. Nice work. So let's see, it's time to turn around. I'm going to rise up tall for just a moment. We are going to come into some hip drops side to side. So on our forearms. All right. Just come to those forearms. Extend nice and long. And drop the hip over to the side. And then come back to center. Always reset your plank before you come around to the other side. Here we go. We drop, we come center. We drop, we come center. Just move nice and steady movement. We have 3, 2, and here is 1. Dropping down. Let the palms of the hands rest right in front of the face and just let your chin rest here if you like. And now I'd like a little posterior chain work, and that means that we extend one leg. Extend one leg for me and lift. Try to fire the glutes. Find the glute. So I want a nice long extension of the toe. We have 8 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Change sides. Nice long extension. Imagine that the toe is reaching away from your body, from your upper body. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Release. Bending our knees, heels come together, toes turn out. We just squeeze up, very small move. Little glute activation. All right. And yes, the hamstrings are playing their part, but really what I want us to focus on is those nice strong glutes. We have 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go, everybody. Coming around, bringing our hands to a goal post. Just take a moment to soften into this place. And now just lift up, extend those arms long, pull in and drop down. Let's pick up that pace a little bit. Extend, release, lift. Now, we're just elevating the body, staying out of the lower back. Lift, go long. 2 more. It's our last one. And our last little bit of work here. I want us to reach those hands behind us and then bring them forward and in, soften. Reach out, hands sweep behind. Toes are still on the floor, folks. Reach forward and in. Let's do 2 more. Extend. There's our Superman. There's our flying movement again, different direction, and come back down. And 1 more. It's a nice extension. Let's reach behind us. Come forward and soften. Now coming up and out of this place, walking those feet in. I'd like you to turn and cross over the legs on one side. Just release the head and kind of shake it out and cross over in the other direction. Now our last little bit of work today is going to involve this block. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But we're tipping over. Feet are coming to the floor. The block is coming in between the legs, okay? As we drop back, settle those shoulder blades right into the mat. Lift the feet up into a 90-degree angle. Now we hold here. We lower and lift and hold. Lower, lift, set your position. Drop, lift up, stop. Low. One more. Now we have this little lift, little reverse curl. It's so small. If you've got this block between your thighs, you may not be moving much. We have 8, 7, 6. There's 5, 4. We can do this. 2 and 1. Now, what if you didn't have a block? If you have it, keep it. And if you didn't have it, that's okay. You would do almost the exact same thing. So as those feet plant to the floor, I want you to lift one and then the other. Flex the feet strongly. So as we flex those feet, feel that contraction right in the transverse abdominis. Think about moving deep into these muscles. All right, here we go. We lower, lift and hold. Drop, lift and hold. A little bit down. We're not touching the heels. You sure could if you needed to. Hold at the top. Make sure that you're keeping that neutral position of the head well supported. We don't want to be up high right on top of the crown. Now, here's the tough one. Keep those feet flexed. It's a little tiny lift. It is not big. We have 8. This is 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Sitting tall. So if we really use the power of our core, let's all stand up, shall we? I intentionally, with those bent knees, could not leverage our body. We couldn't leverage momentum to lift nice and high. But here we are, standing wide, and our time is coming to an end. We are going to reach up high and sweep all the way around and release to center. Let's do that again. Reach high, sweep all the way around, and release. Now I'd like you to take a nice side stretch. Follow that arm around. Bring the other one up to a big circle. Softening all the way through. Let the arms move naturally. They will. So as we reach and extend and we roll around, let the other arm follow. It's our last one. Big extension, big rotation. And as we take a nice back roll all the way down and through, let the head hang heavy. Stand tall. Let's do one more. Oh, just sigh through this place. Rise up tall. Open those arms wide. And release the breath. Inhale. Exhale out. And now, this is what I have to say. First, you are done. Second, thank you so very much. We always deeply appreciate your coming to our classes. I hope that you got a good workout, that some of it was more challenging than maybe you anticipated. And we work into those things, don't we? We've got we've got a big long road to wind along. I'm going to say goodbye for now, so we will see you next time. So long.